Hello, hello. We are here with Gamebound, a little series where we play one-shots of various sorts. Today we are going to play a game called Follow, which is about quests and fellowships and all that good stuff. Pretty rules light, GM-less. So I'm excited. I'm ready to try it out. I kickstarted it a while ago, and I'm just now getting to play it, so it should be fun. We have obviously Seth and Alyssa from Terra Nullius / Terra Invicta fame. And then
fame.
Hey, there are plenty of people, including Alyssa's student, who watches those shows. So
Kim.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, Kim.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She'll comment every once in a while on those episodes. But joining us as a guest is Andrew. He hangs out on the Hellbreaker Studios Discord with us and has all sorts of fun things to say there. So glad to have you on, Andrew. We're gonna have a good time, I'm sure.
It's Andy Drew. Thank you.
Oh yeah, sorry, Andy. Drew.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so Follow is.
Wait, Caleb. I think we need to rename the game Bald. I've been holding on to that for like half an hour.
I will continue to delete your stupid drawings on this page.
Caleb hates art. Let it be known that Caleb hates art.
I wish there was a way that you could just like make it on Roll20 so that players couldn't draw things. That would be what I want in this life.
You don't want to play Baldo?
No, it's fine.
Where's Baldo?
Yeah, where's Baldo? Yeah.
That's what the new. All right, Caleb, new one-shot idea for you to make.
All right.
Where's Baldo?
You know what? I
luck.
guarantee you there's probably a Where's Waldo TTRPG somewhere. Someone's probably made at least one page of something even tangentially related to that. Because there's like an RPG for everything. So we're going to be playing Follow.
Gotta invite.
Yeah, if not, I'll make it, Yeah. Today we're going to be playing Follow, a game about working together or falling apart by Ben Robbins. We've played Kingdom on this challenge before, or a challenge on this channel before. Way back when in 2016, when we were first starting to do stuff, we played a game of Kingdom. And that's another game by Ben Robbins. He likes to make like GM-less story games like this. And so we'll get a chance to try this one out. And yeah, it should be pretty easy to run through. It seems partially at least based on Fiasco, so some of those mechanics will be familiar to at least three of us. And but it seems even more simplified than that. So I don't imagine this will take too much time. We'll have blast and burn bright, and then call it a game. So let's see. Here's a little before you play. Little thing here. Follow requires no preparation and no game master to run it. You can play a whole quest in a single session, and there's enough variety that you can play again and again and have a new experience every time. You will need 3 to 5 players. Check. 2 to 3 hours. Check. Stones in 2 different colors, about a dozen of each. And if you look on the side here, we have the little decks, so you can drag out. Oh wait.
Those aren't stones. Those are gems.
I need to apparently edit these because they don't apparently have
What
any
gemstones
cards.
Oh, you see,
I thought this was a
in
professional
a more
stream.
archaic typography or linguistics, gems are commonly referred to as stones.
There you go. So it's saying that I can't. Saying there's like 0 cards in the deck, and I'm trying to figure out how to make. This is very strange. Don't know why it's saying that exactly. I'm not even seeing an option to like change that on these either. I'm very confused.
That makes Baldo sad.
Right now we can't drag them out, which is what we need to do. Let's see, cards in the deck are infinite. I don't understand. Oh, that's card backing. Oh, there we go. That makes sense. Okay. I see what's happening now. So I made that drawing the back of the card but I also need to actually place the image as a card itself. So I think it should work now, maybe. Dragging it out. It's not working. Okay. We're off to a great start.
This really is getting dragged out.
We are off to a fantastic start, guys. I'm so excited.
Absolutely zero prep required. Remember that, people.
Yep.
Professional stream.
Yep. There we go.
Content.
I was so excited of like getting all this ready to go so that we could just start. But apparently that's a non-starter today.
Hour prep for 15 more.
Yep. All right. Okay, that didn't work. Don't worry about me.
I can move things. Ooh, it doesn't go anywhere though.
Sorry, my husband just almost fell with my child.
Oh, wow.
That's not a good thing.
You okay, honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It's big.
I don't know what you're hearing. I've been hearing that too.
Oh, it's the cloth. His voice is in your head.
All right, we should be able to drag these onto the screen now. So we have a ruby and a diamond, which are going to function as our red stones and white stones for the purposes of this game. I'm going to real quick make sure I can get Alyssa's picture up on here so you're not looking at a gray screen. Where did I put that?
Put up a picture of my son. He's so cute.
I think I have the one with your son. Somewhere. Maybe. Maybe I have to go grab it again. Anyway, we're playing Follow. So it's a game about quests. It's again GM-less story game, so there's no actual dice involved. The main thing that we're doing in terms of like whether or not something will succeed or fail is drawing these red or white stones based on how many are in the like pool in the center, and they'll do different things based on which one you draw. Let me real quick grab this.
Kill Baldo.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Boom. Alyssa has a picture. Okay. So we need 3 to 5 players, 2 to 3 hours, stones in 2 different colors, which we now have, and a cup, bag, or envelope to draw stones from, or just close your eyes. And we'll probably just use the close your eyes method. We'll drag them into the center of the screen here, and when you pick one, you'll just randomly close your eyes and click.
Or Caleb, this thing
coins
called rolling 1d2.
That would well, no, because it matters how many are in the center, right? So it's like, there are 4 red to pick one to pick from, and only 1 white, and the white ones are good, and I have to randomly choose 2. And oh no, I got red and red. Oh no. So yeah.
So we do a factorial roll.
Yes. Yeah. Basically.
I like it.
We need index cards, which we have here on the screen, little sticky notes to write some stuff down on, and pens or pencils, but we're online, so we have our computers to do that for us, which seems a little bit like overkill, but entire computers instead of pens, but here we are. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the start page aloud. Follow is a game about working together to achieve a common goal. Slay the dragon, cure a disease, overthrow a tyrant, get your candidate elected. We'll pick a quest together to decide what kind of game we want to play. Can we stay united and succeed, or will our differences tear us apart? We'll play and find out. Follow isn't about us coming up with the best plan or a clever solution. It's about seeing what these characters do for better or worse. We may even intentionally make bad choices because they seem like decisions our characters would make. But even if we do everything perfectly, our quest may fail. As players, we can push for the outcome we want to see, but we cannot guarantee it. Our story may surprise us, and that's part of the fun. So, there you go. Let's take a look at this. First thing we have to do, is we have to pick our quest. First, we'll decide what quest we want to tackle. If you're new to follow, it suggests 4 to start with, but I'll just give you like the full list and we can choose from there. The quest is the framework for the whole game, so don't settle for one someone at your table dislikes. So we'll all agree on one of them. After you've picked, flip to the matching page in the quest chapter, read the introduction on the start side aloud, and then answer the questions together to customize your quest. You'll need to refer to the quest page frequently as you proceed. So we'll need to reference that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this PDF twice for myself so that I can keep one eye on that and go to the list of quests. So I will go ahead and read them off, and you guys can note in your head which ones sound interesting to you. They're pretty short little descriptions. So we have the bomb. Build the weapon that ends the war. The booty. Get the treasure and get away. So like treasure, like pirate treasure sort of thing.
Sure.
Yeah. The breakthrough. Change the world with our invention. The candidate. Get our candidate elected. The championship. Win the big game. The colony. Build a colony and make it flourish. The cure. Cure the disease. The dragon. Slay the beast that terrorizes the realm. The gods. Make mortals worship us. The heist. Get the loot and don't get caught. The movement. Change society to embrace our belief. The posse. Bring the outlaw back for trial. The raid. Destroy the target. The rebellion. Overthrow our oppressors. The show. Put on a show the audience loves. The siege. Hold our city against the attackers. The superheroes. Unite as a superhero team. And the turf. Win control of the territory. So those are all basic, quest ideas. So it's like there is a goal, there's a mission involved, and there's a team of people that is going to attempt to accomplish that mission. That's the basic understanding of a quest in this game. So any of those jump out to you immediately?
The bomb one sounds fun.
The bomb seems fun, yeah. Build the weapon that ends the war.
I personally would either like to slay a dragon or put on a show.
Yeah.
Well, you could slay a dragon with the bomb.
It's true.
You
Okay, we have
put on a show.
3
in
nominations.
Slaying the dragon.
No, well, there you go.
That's true too.
Andrew, any of those jump out to you as interesting? The bomb, the booty, the breakthrough, the candidate, the championship, the colony, the cure, the dragon, the gods, the heist, the movement, the posse, the raid, the rebellion, the show, the siege, the superheroes, or the turf.
One moment. I've got 2 in mind. Let's flip a coin.
Mm-hmm.
Go with that. All right. My decision is the bomb.
The bomb. Seems like we have 2 votes for the bomb. Are you okay with the bomb, Alyssa?
I guess.
Oh,
As long as the bomb is to end the war between humans and dragons.
Well, yeah, there's definitely like customization options, and we can kind of mess around with what exactly that means.
I just want to blow something up.
I'm definitely interested in the bomb. And so again, a reminder, I'm actually not the GM in this game, so but I was kind of fine with whatever. So I just want to see what you guys.
So we do not have Caleb to blame, sadly.
The bomb is definitely.
I mean, we can blame him anyway.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
So okay, the bomb, a theoretical new weapon, could end the war if we can build it and make it work. If we fail, the war drags on and on, or our work blows us all up, or both. We are the inventors, administrators, and agents on the project. So that is the standard setting of it. Alternate settings are decipher an alien artifact, forge the magic sword, unlock the rune of power, awaken a god or demon, harness telepathy or other superpowers. Instead of a mega weapon, your invention could be mass-produced, like a Gatling gun to win the Civil War, or even gunpowder. Those are all alternative versions of the bomb, right? So, but the basic idea is making a weapon to win a war.
Do they have more descriptions, like more? Or is it?
Not real. I mean, those are like the base kind of setting jumping off points, and then there's more choices you make later on.
Okay, so it doesn't like give another description like it did for the first one.
No, not really. No.
What were the again?
So we have like literally just we need to make a bomb in a World War II sort of scenario to end the war. We have decipher an alien artifact, forge a magic sword, unlock a rune of power, awaken a god or demon, harness telepathy or other superpowers, or like invent something that could be mass produced, like a Gatling gun or even gunpowder.
Rune of power, sword, or rune of power or sword probably get us towards that fantasy
that Alyssa seems to want.
Thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me. I think the only one that's not interesting to me is like telepathy.
Yeah, that one didn't sound too.
One.
Yeah. I'm leaning. I think if I was going to choose, I would stick with like the original kind of setting version of this. But also, awaken a god or demon sounds kind of fun to me too, as like got to stop a war. But yeah, those are the ones that jump out to me. What about you, Andrew?
I hate being indecisive. So I'm liking both the rune or sword, but also like I'm now in between the two sides. Like,
yeah, I'm down with fantasy. But if we did fantasy, I would lean more towards the rune of power or awaken a god or demon than forging a magic sword.
I think the rune of power sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlock the rune of power.
Because that could just be like a bomb also,
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
The true
explosive
true name
right. Yeah.
of explosive.
Oh, I like that. Right. Yeah. We have to find the true name of maybe like the true name of fire or the sun or something like that. And if we do, then we can bind it to our will and make a giant explosion.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Or like the true name of a volcano.
Oh god. Like use the true name of insert Pompeii-like thing.
Right, exactly. And then you
wipe
use
out
it to
the enemy.
wipe out a civilization.
I was thinking like Jadis and Magician's Nephew.
Oh, I don't remember what.
She had found like the one spell that kills everyone but her.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll go with unlock the rune of power. And then the two questions it gives us are what's the weapon and the conflict. That's like the first thing. So weapon, if it's rune of power, then I think I would lean more towards it would be kind of fun to do, true name, like find like having to bind like a spirit of some ancient thing like a volcano or the sun or something. And once you do that, you can like use it as an explosion because, that's the sort of stuff the sun or a volcano could do anyway. That seems a rune of power like.
Oh, yeah.
The conflict could be we're trying to kill a dragon.
Yeah, I mean, that could be the conflict. Yeah, for sure. Like dragons are overrunning, or even just one, like giant one.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys feel? What are you guys feeling about the specifics there? Like, is it one dragon? Is it dragon riders?
We could.
I feel like just one dragon is more threatening in a sense, because then it's like if it's just one dragon, it's a big dragon,
right?
Yeah. We could think precursory swarm. Like maybe there's been like a dragon or two that started to show up and been taken care of, but we realized this might be a prelude to a larger thing, so we're developing a big weapon just so that we can when the time comes or we know the imminent
we could have
onslaught.
We could have a thing like the original How to Train Your Dragon, where it's like there's all these dragons, but there's the one big dragon, and he's causing the real problem.
Like, who's controlling all the other ones? Yeah. Yeah, I think
and they all live in the volcano.
Right. Well, yeah. So let's back off from How to Train Your Dragon just a little bit. I think. I think the more I thought about it, I think maybe just one dragon does make it even feel worse, because if Because if it's like a bunch of dragons, either we found some way to fight dragons or we've already died. But if it's one dragon, then it can be no one can do anything to this dragon. And so we're gonna die, but it's obviously one dragon only has so much time to destroy a civilization. Yeah. And so we need like the biggest power of the setting to like make it explode.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent.
So one big dragon.
I'm down with that. And then the other question here is, are we part of the government or a private organization who's trying to stop this? Like what are we associated with that we're doing this?
I was thinking just like we're a band of adventurers that got hired by the local thing. I don't know what that would count as though.
Private organization. Yeah.
Yeah. Like we're a subcontracted group of the Mages Guild. So just as they're gathering info, resources, etc.
Yeah, sure. I think us being our own private thing is good.
Sure. Okay, cool. I think the next step here is what makes our quest difficult? So
friggin' dragon.
There are 6 options. Okay. And we picked 2 of them. So the options are I'll see if I can just copy paste these. It might be easier to
I'll say in chat.
Yeah, here we go. Nice. 1. Nothing like this has ever been built. We're an unknown territory, so the true name thing. Even working on a prototype is extremely dangerous. Many think unleashing this kind of weapon would be immoral. No one is trusted. Fear of infiltrators means we are all under suspicion. The authorities don't believe in our project. We don't have much support. Or time is short. The war could be lost soon. We had to pick 2 of those.
Oh, I was going to say 6 and 1 sound good.
I was going to say, 6, 2. That makes sense. 6, 1, or 2. One of those 3, I think.
Yeah, I think 6 and 1 probably makes the most sense. This definitely sounds like something that we're like just theorizing, if anything, right? Like it seems like because it sounds like there probably is a magic in this setting that involves like finding the true names of things and binding them to your will. So like very name of the wind sort of stuff going on here. Patrick Rothfuss. And so we have to kind of like figure that out as we're going along. And then also it is a dragon. And if we can't fight it except for this really unknown, dangerous way, then time must be short. That work for everybody? 6 and 1?
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Okie dokie. Our fellowship. The group of characters working together to complete the quest is called the Fellowship. We'll each have 2 characters, a main character and a minor character. Both are part of the Fellowship, but our story is about our main characters. And one of the reasons we have minor characters is because it's entirely possible, even likely, that we'll lose characters throughout the game. And so you can either make a new character once your main character dies, or actually, I think automatically if your main character dies or like just gets out of the game for whatever reason, you play your minor character. Like they step up and become your main character. If you lose your minor character, then you either make a new one or you take someone else's minor character, depending on what everybody agrees on. So we're basically making a roster of characters, 2 each, that are going to be part of this fellowship.
So the real question is, how many minor characters is Seth going to have to play?
You said it before I could, Alyssa. I was going to word it as, how many of my characters is Caleb going to kill?
Yeah, so the funny thing about this
mine just sounded better.
Unlike Fiasco, I can kill your character multiple times and at any time during this game. Yeah. So to prepare cards for your main and minor characters, each player takes an index card, and then you have another one where you have like the minor character. So the smaller one will be for the minor character. On the main one, you're going to write like, let's see. There are going to be 2 sections. Let's see. Let me find the other part of this. Yes. So there's 3 parts to your main character. Character concept, what you want from the quest, and what I want from you, but you won't give me. So it's like about another person in the party, the fellowship. And the minor character just has like a character concept, like just a short description. If they get upgraded to main character, then they'll they'll have some wants and stuff. But so let's go ahead and start there. There are 12 character concepts for this quest. Let's just take a look at them and see what is interesting to you guys. Obviously, these are based on like a more World War II sort of scenario, but so we can like interpret these differently if we like. So renowned scientist would probably be like renowned arcane theorist, the guy who's kind of like coming up with this idea. Unorthodox scientist, foreign scientist, lab assistant, engineer / builder, project director, personnel officer, government liaison, military officer, security officer, undercover agent, family of staff. Those are our 12 kind of main categories to choose from. Is anyone immediately interested in being the arcane guy who's like figured this idea out?
I shouldn't be it because I'm gonna die. So we need someone to stick around.
I was thinking I'd be down with playing that one if no one else wanted to, but
I was thinking like what's unorthodox scientist and foreign scientist? Like what's so, like I get unorthodox, but what's foreign? Literally so, just like
again in a World War II situation, it would be like someone from another country.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Who's helping?
So in this case, it could be neighboring country that may not be as good of relations.
It might be from a country the dragons already destroyed. Right.
I was thinking. Right. I'm thinking foreign scientist and his kid for my main character. Or the main character is different list or the same.
I think it's the same list. Let me take a look real quick.
I was thinking like foreign scientist and his kid. That way, when the main character dies, I can just keep going with his kid.
Revenge. And
all you have to do is put the word junior after.
And then the third. After that guy dies.
The fifth.
Yeah.
How many kids did he bring along?
Yeah. He named them all after himself.
Next thing you know, we're having to drag along a 3-year-old.
Yeah, so it looks like minor character is you just choose one of the character concepts.
Okay.
Got it. So Caleb, you can play that.
Cool. Yeah, I think I'll do unorthodox scientist then. So it'll be like unorthodox arcanist. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that just willing to blur the moral lines.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Darn. Let's see.
Unorthodox arcanist is me.
Either lab assistant, engineer, or project director sounds interesting to me. So like either like the person who's like the more like logistical person, like, okay, like I know you have magic-y stuff, but like how do we actually like calculate this out? And like make sure it's safe kind of a thing. And then the person who just assists, and then the manager basically who just, delegates.
Thinking,
what do you think?
Personnel security officer, like maybe I'm like a bodyguard or something like that. I'm there just help keeping an eye on the arcane theorist, make sure nothing goes wrong. He's the one that started an idea. He's the hands-on, person who knows what they're doing while out in the field. So I'm there to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
What do you think makes more sense for me given our dynamic right now?
What were the ones you were thinking
of? 4, 5, or 6.
4, 5, or 6. Ooh, project director kind of jumps out to me. Like, because if you were a lab assistant, it would be like my like assistant, my sidekick or whatever,
apprentice.
Right? Yeah. But, apprentice. But project director sounds really interesting. Like maybe if we're a group of like adventurers or mercenaries or whatever, right? Maybe you're the like, I'm trying to think of like the fantasy.
I'm like the
version of this. No, I think you're the kind of person who does all the logistics, does all the paperwork. Like in an adventuring party, you'd be the person who like gets our supplies for every mission and like make sure everyone's doing their you're the accountant of our adventuring party. That jumps out to me as being interesting, but obviously
no, project director sounds great. That's fine. Okay.
Oh, I guess you should probably make these
type that out.
map layers.
Which one is mine? Does it matter which sticky note we go to?
Yeah, let's have it go in order of the stream here. So Seth, you're bottom left.
And, bottom left. Okay.
Yeah, and then unless you can be top right, and then Andrew bottom right. So we can put down personnel. Oh yeah, there you go.
I can't control this. There we go. Okay, and then minor characters. Are we picking that right now too, just for simplicity's sake? Or
yes. Well, no, actually, let's do that last.
Okay.
Let's do each piece of the main one first. So if everybody has you're the foreign scientist, Seth?
Yeah.
Cool. So is it like you're from the country that the dragon's already destroyed?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Right. I feel like that would be interesting because then you have maybe you have some ideas about like the dragon's weaknesses or whatever. You're the only person who's seen it up close of the four of us, probably. So is this like actually a dragon, or is it some variation on a dragon? Like what are we thinking?
Maybe we don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just called the dragon, and
maybe it's actually beast. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so I think probably Seth would be the person who would like have seen it if anyone has. So do you have any idea, Seth, of like at the very least like what you saw of it?
Maybe we didn't really see it.
Yeah.
And it was just like it came in during the night. So we can't
all it's just this rumor. Yeah.
This giant winged beast.
Yep. Cool. So everybody chooses something you want from the quest out of these 6 options. Supremacy, make our nation the dominant world power. Peace, make warfare obsolete. Peace, end the war as soon as possible to save lives. Vengeance, destroy those bastards on the other side. Validation, prove my theories correct. Advancement, leverage our success to impress the brass and move up.
I think it's obvious which one mine is. It's vengeance.
Vengeance, oh, of course, yeah.
I feel like I'm just debating what type of character I want here. Do I want peace that just ends the war as soon as possible, or do I want leverage, like advancement?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because that's going to greatly affect like if my character's selfish or not, basically.
Mine's definitely validation, right? Where I'm just like, listen, everyone, that this would work. We can find the true name of the sun. Gosh darn it.
As a military dude, I go supremacy or second peace. Or would I be validation? I want to prove that could I be a bodyguard with the inferiority complex?
Yeah.
Let's go with that. That'll prove interesting.
I think I'm gonna go with peace and the war as soon as possible, save lives. I think I'm a director that's like, it's like this is like we're doing like if I were like campaigning right for a project, I'd be like, we have to it's for a good cause, and we're
everything's
doing
for the greater
this.
Good. Yeah.
Everything's for the greater good. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I'm definitely thinking our relationship is probably like you're the person who has. Alyssa, do you want to be my character's wife?
Sure.
Right? We're like, I'm the like crazy crackpot theorist who has crazy
down to be
ideas.
Your wife, your role playing wife, Caleb.
Okay. But you're like the pragmatic, like, okay, honey, how can we actually make this happen realistically? Right.
You're the visionary.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. And that's always been our relationship, like, because, we're both, like, probably dabbling in the arcane, but you're the one who's like, okay, pragmatism. We got to figure out how to do this.
Safely.
Yeah, safely, yeah. And then everybody's what I want from you, but you won't give me. Let me check in the book what specifically that means, just to make sure I understand it. Let's see. Okay, your main character starts off with a difficult relationship with the character to your left. So on the stream, for me, that's Andrew.
Well, why don't we just do it clockwise on the board?
It should work out oh, you're right.
No.
Let's do it that way because that's going to be the way that's consistent.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm the only one who's looking at the overlay right now, so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what do you say, clockwise? Okay.
Yeah.
So me and Alyssa have a complicated relationship. Alyssa and Andrew have a complicated relationship. Andrew and Seth have a complicated relationship, and Seth and I have a complicated relationship. But we get to choose the one that is like higher than us in the clockwise order. What that
I've got an issue with Alyssa. Alyssa has an issue with Caleb.
So you have an issue with Seth. You have an issue with Seth. Alyssa has an issue with you. I have an issue with Alyssa. Right, so we get to choose what our issue is with the person who is up further in the clockwise order from us.
Right.
So we get to choose, so support, trust, revenge, truth, protection, or love. Support, my design, my authority, or a faster or more cautious schedule. So again, what I want from you, but you won't give me. Trust, believe in my motives or loyalty. Revenge, for sabotaging, upstaging, or overlooking me. Truth, about your past, your loyalties, or the flaw in your or my design. Protection, shield me from the powers that be or conceal my mistakes or let me protect you. Love, return my affections or forget about me.
Senpai, notice me. I feel like mine has to be support. It's like, I'm the one who's been here. Listen to me, dang it.
Yeah.
I feel that makes the most sense.
Yeah, against me, probably.
Because Caleb over there is the one coming up with the prototype ideas or whatever. So Seth's over here like, hey, you really need to listen to what I gotta say. Me, as a guard, Seth, it's definitely going to be something about trust or truth because he's foreign and I've got an inferiority complex.
Yeah,
it's what my character would do.
Your character would be racist.
I mean, it makes sense if you were were a soldier at one point and you fought people from that country before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or it might be I'm with the inferiority complex. I'm just going over the top. I'm being overly untrustworthy. I'm just like I'm trying to do my job and do it as best as I can. And he's foreign, and that already makes me suspicious.
He's the one weak point in this whole plan.
Yeah.
I feel like mine with you would be support, Alyssa, right?
Okay.
Because I would probably be constantly pushing for, your job is to make sure it goes through safely, but I'm constantly pushing you to be like, we need to be less safe because this needs to happen sooner, right?
This is war, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew, I'm trying to think. So what exactly do you think is your job here, Andrew? With being a bodyguard / security.
So I was thinking it was probably I was sent out with you guys to help, kind of protect the theater, like Caleb and such, and but maybe from
any mundane threat up to the point
whatever
robbers
we're thinking
wherever we have to go, whatever that means.
I'm a general purpose security guard issued with you guys. Make sure.
And you have
we've got a theorist, we've got a we've got a party of scientists.
It doesn't seem like any of us are actually combat characters.
Exactly. So it's like
right. Okay. So
this is an all bard campaign.
I'm security guard with an organ.
Actually, no, we're all bards. He's the barbarian.
I feel like I either don't trust you or there's something you're not being truthful about. Not sure
Ooh,
which.
truth sounds more interesting to me.
Right, that's what I was leaning towards, but I guess you'll have to figure out what that is, Andrew. So won't tell me, or Andrew won't tell me the truth.
I have an idea. I need to make notes.
And then minor character is just one of those original character concepts. So I'll go ahead and choose probably lab assistant for my minor character. Right. So I do have like an actual assistant.
Is it our son?
Maybe.
Or maybe I should put my minor character as our son. Family of staff. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
That's
that's one of the. I didn't choose that one. Yeah, I'm trying to think of exactly who the arcane assistant would actually be, though.
I mean, it could just be somebody that you hired. And then we need to come up with names for these characters, huh?
Yes.
I already got my names.
Your name is name and name? Oh, but yes. We need to come up with names for these. Or we should agree on like a naming scheme.
Oh, I was just looking up like.
Oh, I knew my two characters'
magical
names.
baby names.
Magical baby names.
The names that are on here are a little sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Sad as in pathetic, or sad
like
as
Edward is one of them.
Oh my god.
That would be okay.
Not exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, after all that back and forth and rigmarole.
But let's go with.
I already knew my character's name as soon as we started.
Oh boy.
Oh god, what is it?
Boldo. Baldo, sorry. Yeah, that would be Baldo. Baldo.
And my kid's name is Wolof.
Oh, hey, the girl name that I wanted for if William was a girl is on here.
There you go.
And you know what, Seth? As someone who doesn't trust you and therefore doesn't like you, I will mispronounce your name almost every single time. Expect vowels to be changed.
I am going to be Cassandra.
I am Varaxian.
Please tell me that starts with a KU. This Cassandra start with a KU.
No.
It's more fantasy that way.
What? It's magical. It's got to be spelt wrong.
No. Wolfo. Oh, and then I guess I got to come up with a name for our son.
Indeed. I think my arcane assistant is going to be probably like some village girl who randomly had like arcane talent that I like hired as my apprentice. Her name is Triss.
You just randomly walking around town, sniffing magical mushrooms, just finding out what might be useful, and you just see a random girl, slightly glowing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You could be useful.
Exactly.
Come with me. You'll have food and shelter.
And
actually, no, you just say come with
I'm an
me.
urchin.
Melissa over there is like, I got the food and shelter for you. Don't worry.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Triss and our son are probably like in love.
Probably. Say, what should I name our son, Caleb? Trying to like look at
whatever
names.
you want, babe.
Okay, honey.
Why did you frame the text like that, Seth?
Because why not?
So obnoxious.
We need to change his nickname on Discord to Seth Chaos Incarnate.
Yep.
I am a Chaos Druid.
That's true. In our campaign, currently he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is true.
No font is the same.
We're gonna name him Philip.
You are chaotic.
Philip.
All right. My undercover agent needs to have the most undiscreet name.
Ooh, undercover agent. Interesting.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Our minor characters are supporting casts, and some of them will almost certainly be lost if our quest takes difficult turns. A good choice is to make a character who is connected to one of the main characters across the table from you, or who would mostly interact with them. Avoid making a minor character who would primarily interact with your own main character, so you don't wind up needing to talk to yourself. That makes
That's
sense.
actually a good point.
Yeah.
I need to change who my character is then.
I'm gonna say I will just flip you, Seth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can be our son, and then I will play your son.
Andrew, do you mind if I give you Triss?
Sure.
And I'll take the undercover
Would
agent.
you like John Doe?
Sure. Oh my gosh.
Have John Doe. Enjoy. And benefit. I mean, I have here. Let me whisper you idea that I had for Alyssa's reason for not trusting me.
Okay.
So that because I feel like it could tie in with them. So
Alyssa, okay, there we go. Way. I was about to ask you, Alyssa, if you could do that exact thing.
Yeah. I got you.
I think. I just whisper like the whisper GM. I don't know. I think I just do whisper.
Just send it to him in Discord.
You could also, do that.
Buttons everywhere.
How old is did you want your son to be, Seth?
Oh, he was going to be like in his 20s or something.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I needed to play like an 8-year-old or.
He probably lost like I figure Boldo's probably in his 40s or something, and like Wolof is his son, and who all lost. They were like the only two that escaped, and the rest of the family got killed. So makes their motivation pretty similar, but I mean, if it's not me playing it both times, then it's fine.
Yeah.
How old is Philip?
Caleb, do you want a young kid or a teenager?
Probably teenager.
13 years old it is. I was already typing it.
So Triss is probably like 14 then. So they can have a romance.
You hire someone young.
Yep. She's promising.
So Caleb, we just realized we took our 2 romances basically and gave one of our romances to Andrew.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. Got it. Okay, perfect. Yep, that makes sense. Cool stuff. All right, minor character. We are now ready to play. To complete the quest, our fellowship will face 3 challenges. We won't know what the challenges will confront us. We won't know what challenges will confront us at the start. We'll only know as they arise. Each challenge is something we need to do to move closer to our goal. If we succeed at a challenge, we are more likely to succeed at the quest. If we fail or ignore or refuse the challenge, it doesn't mean the quest immediately fails, but it makes it harder for us to win in the end. You must pick challenges from the quest sheet, but your choices and the order you put them in define the flavor of your game. 2 sessions using the same quest might follow completely different arcs. Do we start our heist assembling a team and figuring out how to get into the vault, or do we start with the loot already in hand and spend the rest of the game trying to get away? So on and so forth. For each of the 3 rounds, we follow the same steps. Pick our challenge and describe why it is difficult. Play scenes to explore how our characters deal with the challenge and each other. Draw stones to see if the Fellowship succeeds or fails at the challenge and whether any of our characters were lost or betrayed the Fellowship. And then we move on to the next challenge. The third challenge is different. Its outcome determines the success or failure of the entire quest, but our wins or losses in the first 2 challenges will influence our chances of victory. After the third challenge is resolved and we've seen whether the Fellowship succeeded at the quest, we'll play a short epilogue to look at the characters' lives after the quest. After all was said and done, was the quest worth it to them? So, first step of play, start a challenge. Choose a player to pick the next challenge. It must be someone who has not picked one already. Who would like to start? There are only 3 challenges, so one of us will not get to pick a challenge. I'm fine with being that person. Doesn't matter to me either.
Okay.
All right. Alyssa, your choices are... See if I can copy paste these. There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Convince authorities our project can work. Get approval to build the weapon. Get funding. Get new equipment. Build a new facility. Hire more staff. Streamline our organization. Blame someone for our failures. Find the mole. Perform a live test of the new prototype. Increase the destructive power. Develop a delivery system. Fix a problem in the design. Fix the faulty trigger mechanism. Or eliminate the collateral destruction the weapon causes. What is our first challenge?
I think our first challenge...
Picking a challenge establishes that it is the next important step we need to take on in our quest.
I think either fix a problem in the design.
That makes sense.
Because I think that people are just like, yeah, whatever, like just do something.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm here.
And I think just convincing people to let us build this thing is just boring, to be frank.
Doesn't have to be, but it's easy to be boring.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, but it can be easy to be boring. Yeah. Or streamline or organization. But that's also sounds
hire
like
exec staff, reorganize departments, etc. We just start off and just immediately fire Triss.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, I think fix a problem in the design.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's a perfectly reasonable thing to start off with. All right. The player who picked the challenge describes the problem that confronts the Fellowship and fleshes out the situation. Tell us what makes the challenge difficult and why we need to do it. Let me see if they have more structure to that. I feel like there was. Maybe there's not. No, it's just up to you. Okay. So tell us what makes the challenge difficult and why we need to do it. But do not say anything about how the Fellowship will solve the problem. Leave that for scenes.
Okay.
There you go.
It's difficult. It's never been done before.
No, that's fair.
So the whole thing, right, is that we're trying to draw a specific type of rune that is going to
it could be that. So the way that I was at least picturing the main theory is basically in this world, there's a magic system that involves discovering the true name of various things. And if you discover that true name, then you have power over it and can manipulate it. And so, this is just something that people do with minor things all the time. But I was like, hey, listen, I'm pretty sure we could do this with the literal sun. And if we did that, we could create a giant explosion to just destroy the dragon.
Do we want to do the sun or the volcano?
I think I'm going to do the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds more dangerous.
Yes, exactly. And more like how would you even start with that?
Right.
It's very esoteric.
Okay. So basically the problem in the design is that we don't know the true name, I guess. And
so we
until we can figure that out with full confidence, we can't design the actual thing to do it, right? I think that's
I mean,
because I'm sure there's still something you have to do after that too. It's not just, like-
Probably. Yeah, let's see. Fix a problem in the design. Would probably be okay. I know what it probably is then. It's probably like there's some actual like arcane ritual to draw
Right.
out the name.
Name. Okay.
Right.
So yeah.
So we're still
yeah.
we still haven't found the name yet. It's like we have to. Well,
So the problem is
yeah.
that we don't have the proper steps of the ritual. We
Yes.
have to figure out because the ritual can also probably be dangerous. I'm
Yes. Oh
assuming.
yeah.
So we have.
I would imagine it's
the
probably
true name
like,
of the sun, or and
Yeah, I
you
would-
suddenly summon the demon.
Right.
Lord
Right.
Or
I would imagine
whatever.
it's either like if this goes wrong, it's like either the sun, like whatever you're trying to bind, reacts to you and like lashes out, or you accidentally like find the name of something else that you didn't want, or something like that.
Right.
Or like wild magic esque.
Yeah. Exactly. Something like that would also be applicable.
So fix a problem in the design will be figuring out the ritual, a step in the ritual.
Yep.
And
And I
figure it out, yeah.
probably like had a ritual, but like we're trying to fix the last problem with the ritual
right
now. And
like
yeah, again,
95% done.
yeah, exactly. And
I think we're 95%.
I am
done.
probably like 95% is good enough. We just need to do it. And you're like, no.
No. We are trying to do the sun.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Pick first player. The player who picked the challenge chooses which main character they think would be the first to decide how to deal with this problem. You cannot pick your own character.
How to deal with this problem?
Yeah.
Well, that would either be you or Seth.
Mhm. Either one's fine with me.
How to deal with the problem?
Maybe Seth makes sense because
Well,
like,
right, because
if I have 95% of it, maybe he's the one who can provide the 5%.
right, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Great question. I need to go to the bathroom.
So
Would now be a good time for
let's
a break?
take a break. Yeah, that's a good time. We'll go ahead and take a break here, and now we've got everything kind of set up, and we can start the scene off strong. When we return here, playing some Follow. All right, stick around.